This is part of the park that everybody's coming to see today. It's kind of a neat thing. My cousin, Nancy Rosansky, really has been quite involved with this park for a large number of years. And the park's a lot more than just what we see here. It's a whole outlook of all kinds of wonderful things people want to preserve in this area. What's kind of cute is today this whole area is being dedicated by the state as a state park. Covers quite a bit. A lot of people fixing and getting ready for this. It's definitely going to be a big day. One of the things the park is showing today in the setup of its stands is some of the things that people have seen here at the park. The park is pretty extensively involved with horseback riding. There are lots of horses in the area. It also is a very scenic place. And really is got a lot to offer in its natural state. Some things that they've definitely shown here. Pictures of people setting up. Some of them big rocks out there. One of the local residents photographed. Another one of the local residents photographed. Some of the types of birds in the area. Other types of wildlife that you can see in the area as well. A lot of people represented here also, various organizations that were involved in making this park possible. One of them was the Sierra Club. Sierra Club here is represented with their various members out here having a good time. It is an enjoyable day. Another hard-working organization for having this become a state park was the Foundation for the Preservation of Santa Susana Mountains. My cousin, young lady right over here, Nancy Rosansky, she's the one talking. Hey Nancy, you're on film.
Oh, hi, how are you doing? Thank you for letting me
Showing
know.
them your sign. Okay.
Is it motion?
Yep.
Okay. Welcome to the dedication picnic of the Santa Susana Pass State Historic Park. This is May 16th, 1998. We're getting organized. These are all the volunteers organizing themselves for this afternoon.
All right.
This is Pearl Turbush.
Hi, Pearl.
Hi.
Hey, you did.
Arlene. Her mom.
Say that.
We've done a lot of exciting things.
Let's see, Jan Hinkston back there with the hat. Bobby Headman with the visor.
Where's Jan?
Yeah, this is recording.
Hi, Jan. We need you to get yourself on picture here. You're being photographed. Why does everybody run for cover? Both you ladies have worked hard for this. You have big smiles. Big smiles. All three of you. Holy cow. That's quite a shot, ladies, and you've done quite a thing today, and really nice to see this happening, and gonna bask in your glory. I'm serious. This is a beautiful day.
The good Lord listen to us.
Amen. Amen.
Is this motion? Yeah, good.
Hey, go. Well, you've been on video, and all you young ladies are looking really precious, and today is your day. This is one wonderful thing that you guys helped to organize and get going.
Jan Hinkston is the founder. Pearl Turbish is our parliamentarian.
Whoa.
And I'm the current president of the Foundation for the Preservation of the Santa Susana Mountains.
All right. All right.
And past president of SSMPA.
Thank you, ladies. Now this is some of the pictures that they had presented for this.
Thank you. Judy, turn around. Judy Garris is the hike leader.
Oh, hi, Judy.
And she's with the SSMPA and the Foundation for the Preservation of Santa Susana Mountains. She takes some of the photos that are up here. And by the way, on behalf of...
Are these your photos, Judy?
No, actually, yes, this one is.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And,
Uh-huh.
I guess this one here.
Yeah, and the waterfall.
And the waterfall.
Yeah.
Well, then you must really know the areas around here pretty well. I'm glad
I love exploring this area. It's really a lot of beautiful things, and we have such. I think there's still probably some waterfall going up here. Probably not as thick as this picture indicates right now. This is probably the fullest peak of this year. Might be a trickle now though. But this is a beautiful meadow right near within what 10, 15 minutes of here. It's just lovely. And a lot of exciting, a lot of beautiful things in this park. Really special.
Well, it certainly looks that way, Judy. It really does. What's this picture up there on the top right with you? That.
Oh, this is the train that goes through here. You'll see it right here sometime during the day. The Metro Link.
Now we did see that train going by, and that train goes right through the park.
Yes, and it's one of the longest tunnels that goes through 7,000 feet.
Wow.
It takes a minute and a half to go through, connecting out to Simi Valley. So it goes right underneath the mountain.
Isn't that something? This is really neat. Who is this fella down here in the lower right, Judy?
In the lower right. Oh no, we have 4 people who are.
Oh, 4 people.
Yeah, you've met Jan Hinkston probably.
Yes.
Nancy Rosansky.
Uh-huh.
Pat Levin, and Janet Lazick. All great people who've worked to help get this park to.
All right. Well, we just had the 3 young ladies there, had their pictures on the, taking them here with the video, and we just wanted to have somebody point them out.
That was the first purchase that we ever made was on the McDonald Nichols property, and Pearl did a fundraiser. She was the chairwoman, and her husband. They made a lot of money for us, and they got notoriety. 3 years later, the area was purchased by State Parks.
All right.
That's
Pretty good.
a worker and a brain.
And she's back.
And she's back.
All right.
Good.
All right. Good, good, good. And your name is?
Pat Levin.
Pat. Can you tell us a little bit about what your stand is all about?
Santa Susana Mountains Association, and
You're not going to run down
by Jan Hinkston 27 years ago with the purpose of preserving the Santa Susana Hills here that you see in back of you.
Yes, they're beautiful.
And this has been her purpose for 27 years. And
All right.
the culmination of 27 years of work by Jan and the Santa Susana Mountain Park Association and the Foundation for Preservation of the Santa Susana.
Well, it's really one beautiful day for you ladies. I'm serious.
We are thrilled.
I believe that.
Last Tuesday we planning, it was pouring rain, and we thought, oh no, we've got a beautiful day.
See that? Well, this certainly is one beautiful backboard that you have here. Just looking at it, you can see it's got a lot of the various steps that you ladies went through trying to make this park really special.
It is a special place, and you see the pictures. It's got places that you wouldn't believe were back there, like our wonderful waterfall that we had this winter. It was a huge waterfall, and just gorgeous. And now the spring flowers are out there, and people are welcome to come and visit our flowers, take nature walks. And every Sunday we have a hike here up the Stagecoach Trail. At 9 o'clock every Sunday we meet in this parking lot, and it's a Sierra Club-led hike. And we take you up the Stagecoach Trail so that you can see exactly what it was that instigated the preservation of the whole area.
Well, that sounds really special. Looks like you've got some special things for passing out today as well. Is that correct?
Yes, we've got got brochures that give the history of the Stagecoach Trail. We have membership applications. We have a newsletter that'll tell you all about our activities, how we operate, about our meetings every Monday, once a month on Monday night. And we're very happy to share this with everybody.
Well, thank you very much, young lady. That's really, really special, that thing that you gals are doing.
Well, it's been the culmination of, what I said, 27 years.
Wow.
Worked by a lot of people, but the main instigator of the whole thing was Jan Hinkston, whose idea it was to preserve these beautiful hills.
Very good. Thank you very much. How are we doing? This is a special day for you.
Yes, it is.
Can you tell us who you are?
I'm Donna Appleback. I'm a docent with the Chatsworth Historical Society.
Uh-huh.
And I'm Virginia Watson. I'm a docent also with the Chatsworth Historical Society.
Well, golly, ladies, you've got a really special looking booth here, and especially got all kinds of pictures of things here at the park. And this says the Chatsworth Historical Society, Hill
Palmer Homestead Acre, which is located here in Chatsworth Park South. The last remaining homestead in the valley with surrounding trees. Oh, our wind is We've got it on tape.
Not a problem, not a problem.
That ran over these mountains, over this Santa Susana Pass. It's a coastline, San Juan, and Los Angeles. And then this is a mud wagon like they might have used sometime.
Uh-huh.
And this is from the Bill Shepard collection. Chatsworth Historical. Our patrons, he and Dale, used to live in Chatsworth, and they gave us the first $1,000 to move the church, which was our first project. And they are friends of our Chatsworth Historical Society and still honorary members.
All right.
These are pictures taken in the acre and things we do. And
It was Minnie Palmer who was born here in 1886, and it was through her efforts that the Stagecoach Trail was marked in 1939 with the plaque.
right.
Wow.
And the other picture, they don't have it.
No, they
Well, that's
have
later. Yeah, they don't have an earlier picture. They're,
And what about these ladies in the bonnets right there in the dead center and so forth?
these are some children. You tell
We do a lot of school tours, and this was one group that came and visited, and we made them look like Minnie, because Minnie always wore a sunbonnet, even in modern times, to
All
keep
right.
the sun off.
Right.
Well,
So
now
the
that-
girls enjoyed doing that.
Preservation. Well, that's good, ladies.
And the other pictures in there are of events we had at the Homestead Acre. Like we have Pioneer Day every September, and we do the chores is the way people used to do them. Chores of yore, Donna named it. And
All right.
so we make bread and show them how, and we have people washing clothes. Kids are very fascinated by using the homemade soap and scrubbing on a scrub board.
Well, I'll be darned. Look at that. Looks like they're working right away at 2.
Yeah, they really love
They don't like to work at home, but they like to come
They'll
and
come up there.
wash clothes on the old-fashioned washing machine.
it. Right.
Well, that's really special. And this future look, what things have you got in the future
Well,
planned?
we like to
Testing.
take
Does
young
anybody hear me
people
clearly?
through because they learn about the past and they will help us preserve it in the
Right.
future.
If they
All
know
right.
about it, they can care about it, you know?
And we have a group here that came from Chatsworth High School to help us at Pioneer Day, and they were the ones teaching the younger kids
Yeah.
how to wash and scrub clothes and churn butter, etc.
All right.
That makes it an ongoing event. We have all us old folks and then we have students.
Well, that's a pretty good saying. If they know about it, they can care about it.
Right.
That's really special. Thank you,
No,
ladies.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I gotta go over.
You?
Hey, fine. How are you?
Just fine. What's your name?
My name is Melody Carver. This is Craig Howell.
All
We
right.
belong to the San Fernando Valley Historical Society. And we've also started a couple of groups of our own because we're interested in a lot of things in Los Angeles. Craig likes public utilities and trains, and I do numerous subjects. Today we're doing parks in Los Angeles, in the valley and downtown LA. And then I have an article about the Chatsworth Tunnel when it was being built in 1904.
Wow, 1904. That's going back quite a ways. That really is. What is this history slugs? Los Angeles history slugs.
Craig and I started that because we want to do more research than the Historical Society is doing, so we branched off and started our own group. And the history slugs I came up with because research is really slow and tedious sometimes, and so we wanted something catchy. So we called history slugs. On one of the events we were at, we had a little kid come up to us and say, "Do you got any slugs?" And he thought we were giving away bugs.
They're giving away bugs. That's kind of cute. That really is. What are some of the things that you have on display of this table here? These colored pictures and so forth that.
Oh, this is a display of some of the old water facilities in the Chatsworth area from the San Fernando Valley Water Company of 1887-88.
Wow.
And on up to the construction in 1913 of the Chatsworth trunk line from San Fernando Reservoir, which later was Van Norman Lakes, to Chatsworth, that were divided either into the Chatsworth Reservoir or to the Girard Reservoir down below Ventura Boulevard.
Wow. That's going back quite a ways.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the oldest stuff I have here is 1887, 1890s, or a later construction near Limekiln Canyon.
That's about 100 years ago.
Yeah, over 100 years ago now.
I hear you.
Known as the 200-year-old man.
Yeah, that's a 200-year-old man.
Because he traveled a lot as a kid with his parents, so he learned a lot of things that most people our age don't know.
Well, sir, I forgot to ask you your name. What is your name?
Craig Howell.
Craig Howell.
Yeah.
And Craig, how did you get involved with all of this?
Well, used to be in construction, and my parents used to take me around. We traveled throughout the United States. I experienced a lot of stuff during a very dramatic change after World War II, and they had always instilled in me an interest in history. So we didn't have much money. History was cheap. Everything was old and falling apart. No one cared about it. We just visited.
Well, this certainly is a fine display on your part of some of the history that's going on in this area. It really is.
And I got interested because my family's been here since the 1860s.
Oh.
In Los Angeles.
Well, now that's really special. And that makes you some real history buffs here in this area, and it's really good to have you here on this special day.
Okay, we're good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Good morning, my name is Chris Olenkamp. I'm with the San Fernando Valley Audubon Society, and this is our booth. The San Fernando Valley Audubon Society was founded in 1906 as the California Audubon Society. We have over 2,500 members in our chapter in San Fernando. We meet field trips every weekend. We have about 6 or 7 field trips regularly every month. We have meetings. We are very active in the environmental movement in the San Fernando Valley throughout the state. On our booth here, we've got flyers listing California native plants that attract birds and butterflies. We've got some books. We've got some handouts about our chapter. We have bird lists for the various areas where we lead walks, including the Descanso Gardens and the Sepulveda Basin area. We also have some of our chapter newsletters that come out 10 times a year, and some information about our educational programs. We introduce thousands of children every year to wildlife and natural habitat through our walks and in our classrooms. And all of this is free for the taking. It's just in the Sepulveda Basin area, and there's a significant number more in other areas in the San Fernando Valley. Chatsworth Reservoir is a very valuable habitat that we're trying to preserve right now.
Is this kind of a convergence of the Pacific Flyway and maybe other flyways, or?
The Pacific Flyway does come down through here, so we do get a lot of migrant birds. There's also a lot of habitat in the San Fernando Valley. We've got the mountains, we've got some low grasslands, some tall grasslands, a lot of parklands. and still a lot of agriculture left right now for Canada geese and those birds. So each of the birds prefer a little bit different habitats, so the diversity helps.
All right. Well, the preservation of this area, I hope, really helps to keep some of these birds around, because they are really just beautiful. And you're the one that took all these pictures here? Or?
Oh, no. I don't know where we got these pictures from.
I see. Well, these are some really beautiful pictures of some of the birds that are going to be that are in this area and associated with this park, and that's really special. The San Fernando Valley Audubon Society. Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you. The things they have here on this special day is a hike going on, and this young lady is Greta Davis, there off to the right, and she's apparently involved with the hikes. And
not so much the hike. I'm going to be participating in the hike, but I'm very much involved with the docent center and the training program that occurred a couple of months back for the children's hikes.
So this is how you gals stay so trim. All right. Well, Greta, it certainly is quite a day today, and this is now when you go on these hikes, what can you expect to see? Can we expect to see some of the wildlife that they have pictured there?
Gorgeous spring flowers are still here due to the wonderful rains we've had, and probably some of the reptiles are out there basking in the sun and enjoying the weather, and some birds flying and enjoying themselves as well.
All right.
I brought you a piece of rock skin for a paperweight.
All right. Well, there certainly is all kinds of special things going on today, and all kinds of people signing up. Well, by golly, there's some people right there that are already on one of the hikes that...
And here's a group leaving right now. This group is joining them here. They're going to go up and join them.
How did you stand too long?
And there they go.
And they're going to go up some trails up into the area that you can see in north of the park.
Aha. Now, how long is this hike going to last just for today?
Today it's only a half an hour hike.
I see.
Normally our hikes are like 3 or 4 hours.
All right.
Yeah, but today we're only going up a little ways because we have so much going on down here that we can only take a little time for the hike.
Well, I hear that. Well, that's really special. And they're going to go off up into up in this mountain up here to the left or right of that mountain?
Yeah, just about straight ahead is where they're going to go.
All right. Well, this sure is some beautiful scenery they're going to be hiking around in.
There's beautiful flowers out there this year, and she's going to take them up to see a particularly beautiful place she knows where there's wildflowers.
All right. Well, thank you. One of the special things that they've got going on here today, it looks like they have a girls gymnastics team here out to do some tumbling as part of the entertainment here at the park. And who is this group?
California Aerials.
This is the California Aerials. And these young ladies are apparently pretty dedicated to what they're doing, because they sure know how to bounce around on these mats. And where are the California Aerials from?
They're from Woodland Hills.
I see.
Woodland Hills is where their gym is.
And so they kind of get together, on a weekly basis or something? And
Actually, daily. There's different schedules. Kids can work out once a week, twice a week, 3, 4, even 5 days a week.
Wowee. Well, they certainly look like they'd not only like to work out, but they look like they like to bounce around on these mats and so forth. And I think that ought to be some really good entertainment for today's goings on. Thank you. And your name was?
I'm Michael Chambliss.
Michael Chambliss. Thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate the information on who these young ladies were.
Erica?
This is Erica of the California Aerials.
They're a new group of gymnasts, and they're performing here for us for the first time for us anyway.
Hello, my name is Erica. My husband's over here doing some flyers if you want to pick something up. The girls just finished their competition season, and They did very good. We've been open since about January, March. So we last weekend we got second place team in our very first team competition in San Diego. So we're really happy about that. And we have a wide range of levels, so you'll see a little bit of different stuff. Because we don't have, obviously, the spring floor that we would usually perform on, we're going to take it down on how much level of difficulty we're going to do so the kids don't get hurt. Obviously, that's what we need to protect. So they're going to show a little bit of dancing, some that you'll see that they'll do actually in competition, and some other ones. So that's about it. We have Maggie, raise your hand. Forbes, Shannon Armstrong, Emily Chambliss, Nicole Lamberti, Megan Lodwick, Sarah Burrell, Shelly Lesson, and Kiera Pfeiffer. All right.
While the girls are getting ready, I would like to announce the State Park booth is over here, and we have tickets which we'll be giving away to you. You can come up and ask for it, and they're going to be giving away books. So all through the day, you'll be able to do that. So please come over and get your tickets. Thank you.
Ladies have some pretty intricate routines, and it really is something to see them doing these. Isn't it amazing how these young ladies can be that graceful? Very good, very good. People have been fixing on to watching the show put on by these young ladies, and this is kind of like the pre-entertainment they have before the big event actually starts. But it is a beautiful day today. They had originally predicted rain, and we can certainly see that rain just isn't in the program for today. It's a beautiful day. Now those are the types of things that I could never do when I was a kid. I certainly didn't have the grace. Now that I'm as old as I am, heaven forbid me ever trying anything like that, but it's nice to know that somebody can still do it, and really do it well too. This really is quite an effort. Lou, and he's with the Sierra Club. And Lou,
San Fernando Valley Group.
Oh, San Fernando Valley Group, Sierra Club. And I can see that, well, he's got his booth table set up here. It was one of the first I got, but one of the things that I didn't have an opportunity to do is I didn't have an opportunity to talk to Lou.
We're probably one of the oldest environmental and conservation groups in the world. We go back to 1892.
Ooh.
John Muir, he was the founder of it. Everybody knows John Muir, great conservationist. And we're very proud of our organization, how long we've been in existence.
Well, I can believe that. And today's park is just another special day that the Sierra Club can
Right, we
consider.
were invited out here to set up a table and show some of our literature, get people interested in the environment and what we do,
very
and what we have coming up.
Well, that's really special, Lou. Now, Lou, have you been involved with the park here yourself, or are you mainly with the larger organization of Sierra
Strictly
Club?
with the Sierra, I've been a member of the Sierra Club since 1979, and like I say, I know about this group, the Stagecoach Historical Society, because I've been on the Stagecoach Trail with the Sierra Club. We sponsor also a hike. We lead one along the Stagecoach Trail.
That's really special. Now, with the Sierra Club, does this become part of the Sierra Club's literature as to things to do and see within the Los Angeles area?
It's all welcome to anybody who'd like to look at it and read. They're welcome to. We have our Southern Sierran newsletter and our local group newsletter, and people can look in and see just what we do and what we're involved in.
Well, really special. Thank you, Lou.
Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Now here we have the California State Parks booth, and this is where we actually have the people who are going to be looking out for the state park here, passing out some of their literature and giving information as to what they do for the park here, and their literature looks pretty promising. They're going to be giving some books away today as well, and that's kind of a special event because some of those books look like they're pretty nice books. Oh yes, this is Stephanie and Mike, and they're both rangers, it looks like, and they're in uniform today. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on, Stephanie?
We are state park interpreters, actually, and we are representing the state park unit that was acquired just recently, the 670 acres, and we are really happy to be here today, that we're part of the organization, and that so many people are showing up right now. It's wonderful, and hopefully we can take visitors on the way later on this afternoon.
All right. Are you going to be helping with them, taking those visitors out, Mike?
We will try.
Yes, we're going to be giving a hike here beginning at 1 o'clock, and it will go until 3 o'clock. Stephanie and I will both be taking turns, and one of us will be manning the state park booth, so we'll always have a state park representative here.
Well, that's really special, and boy, there's a lot of people around there sure happy to see that these Santa Susana Mountains are going to become part of the state park. Really special. Thank both of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We even have a state senator here today. This is Buck McKeon. And this is Congressman Buck McKeon. And he is talking to some of the people that we just interviewed this morning. And he's down here trying to make sure that this is a special day as well. And this is a lot of work, and it's not like it hasn't been getting recognized. And it's nice to see that somebody is coming down and taking note of just exactly the hard work that all those young ladies have put into it.
Oregon Ranch.
They didn't have any doubles.
You did. And we saved, Hortonville is now safe, and they have that part, and the last 2 weeks ago. And then also the other things are all safe.
I hate to express well, we have so much to offer, and we have to promote it.
No, this right here. I've been there. Well kept secret.
He already saw the thing through the binoculars, the black. Isn't that right?
All right.
Can't imagine that.
You know what they did? The people got out and the horses were going up, coming down, they attached the Just shove the, push the wagon, and however it got down, whatever the luggage, that's the way it was.
And then they also did where the hooves of the horse, remember where the hooves of the horse came down to Santa Susana, they did it by hand. You've got to go up and see that.
How long did it take to go from San Francisco down to Los Angeles?
Well, they went to Monterey. That was really before San Francisco.
How are you, Helen? Nice to see you. That was a wonderful article.
I know somebody.
I felt so good.
I know somebody.
Ideal says they went from the old Bella Union Hotel in downtown LA to the going of Sister, stopping in Seagull, traveling across the valley. Well, traveling across the valley. Chatsworth. No freeways. No traffic. On to Ventura and eventually to San Francisco. How do you know how long it took to do that?
Well, they've had 3 a week, so I haven't.
It was good to see that you could make it today, Congressman. It's really a special day for those ladies.
And you know, one of our goals is to take a wildlife tour. They're going from the National Recreation Area in Santa Monica's all the way to Los Padres National. Of course, that's national, and that's where you are. And there's a connection there. Not only that, but our old stagecoach trail was the only land link between here and San Francisco during the Civil War, which is on the National Register of Historic Places.
You have something to give me?
I sure do. And these are our goals, and what we're trying to do.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
See what we can do.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Congressman.
Nice to meet you again. So sorry I missed your open house. You know, I didn't realize I was seeing like over because I promised I usually keep my word, and I forgot about it.
I like that.
I usually keep my word. You know, I do too. It was a land acquisition meeting, and you don't know this is the president's office.
I'm not sure, but we can see what.
Isn't
that nice?
This is just trees, and then just there's not as many.
And a little special today too. We have a young man and his pet, and that pet looks pretty special. How long have you had that bird?
Jacob, he's just about a year old now.
I'll be darned. Now he kind of took to you, and you kind of took to him, and so now you're good friends. It looks like.
Well, no, he found him as he fell out of the nest, and you know, he kind of brought him up.
Now, can the young bird fly, or?
Not real well, no.
He got shot.
Yeah. He had an accident, broke a wing. He's limited. He's just a glider pilot now.
Just a glider pilot.
Which is just as well, because he was just getting a little bit too.
You clip his wings at all?
No.
It's his little impairment.
Well, that's really a special looking bird you have there, and I'm sure he's enjoying himself at the park today as well.
Yeah, he loves the park.
The young lady that my cousin has asked me to make sure that I get here on film is Joanne. And hi, Joanne, and you're part of this organization as well?
Joanne Kerbavis,
Nancy,
it's great to see you.
it's been a long time.
This young lady is a resource ecologist who did our resource summary, which helped us get our Santa Susana Pass State Historic Park. I'm so glad you made it here.
I told you I'd be here for the party, and I came here for the party.
Oh,
So that's it.
you do. They said that your state parks, Nancy Minnis, and said that she was in touch with you, and we didn't know. I don't even know where your new address is. I really would like to have
I'll give it to you in Sacramento, but I still get the newsletter, and I'm really excited. When I found out this was happening,
We'll see that.
I said I'd be here for the party.
Well, this is really special for all you gals that have done this hard work.
The smartest, the best, the nicest, the most caring member of the State Parks Department. I mean, there are others good, as good, but there's no one better. That's for sure.
That's great. So
Well,
see, it's true. They
I
really
know
didn't know I was
that, 'cause
coming,
I
and they were
worked with them.
surprised.
See that? Well, it's good to have all of you ladies that made this possible get together today, because today really is your day of glory. And Joanne, I'm sure that you're really a big part of this, and I hope you're feeling glorious.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You bet.